Now, let me guess, you hopped on the trusty interwebs to find the perfect video to show you exactly how to replace the front differential's oil in your Can-Am ATV properly. Well, good news, brother, I've got just the video for you. So just kick back and crack a cold one while I take you through the front differential's oil change procedure and BRP service manual, step by step. Should be a pretty straightforward one beer job. Let's get started. So the service manual says we're going to want to get this easy one beer job started with the bike cleaned up, on a level surface, and in park. I also usually like to take her out for a quick spin before we get started to warm up the oil. And some other information from the book worth mentioning is BRP suggests we replace the front differential's oil every 4,000 miles, 200 engine hours, or 2 years, whichever comes first. They also mention to bump that up to the first of every 2,000 miles, 100 hours, or 1 year in an extreme environment, which they describe as involving any mud, water, or dust. So I like to go ahead and do this easy job at least every spring as part of my annual maintenance and tune-up for these machines. Feel free to pause the video here to see the tools, parts, and beers that are required to get this easy yet critical piece of ATV maintenance done properly. And here's some good news. This procedure ought to be very similar, if not identical, for almost any Renegade or Outlander you got. So with all the boring shit out of the way, we can begin by locating our front diff's fill and drain plug on the front right or passenger side of the bike. And with a clean bike and the wheels pointed to the right, you should be able to see the larger fill plug on the side of the diff and that tiny drain plug hiding under that front right CV axle near the bottom of the diff. And after doing this job several times over the years, I found a good quality brake parts cleaner and a small automotive pick work great for cleaning the heads out of these plugs completely to avoid stripping them. And another trick that I found is that a cheap 6mm Allen socket will knock this fill plug loose with substantially less risk of stripping it than a traditional Allen wrench. And I like to remove the fill plug before the drain plug for two important reasons. First being it'll help our oil drain more smoothly and thoroughly. And secondly, and probably more importantly, in the event the fill plug is stripped or we can't get it out of there for any reason, we won't drain out all of our front differential's precious lubrication without a way to refill it. So with our fill plug out, we can grab our drain bucket and get a good squared up connection to remove our tiny 3/16 Allen drain plug. Once that fluid starts pouring out, it's a great opportunity to inspect the fluid for any funky colors or any excessive metal or debris. I think this is the first time I've drained this front one. Ooh, yeah, that don't look so good. Yeah, maybe it's royal purple. And this fluid doesn't really look too bad, but if yours has chunks, is all black or burnt looking, or appears murky, like water's found its way into the front diff, it sure wouldn't hurt to add some fresh fluid with the drain plug still out in an attempt to flush any contaminants out of that differential. And the Can-Am service manual also mentions we'll want to lift the left side of the machine to completely drain that front differential. And if you're finding any of this information helpful, do me and the channel a quick favor and give this video a thumbs up. So once she's finally stopped dripping, we can clean up our drain plug and carefully reinstall it by hand, as cross-threading it can turn a casual 2-beer job into a serious pain in the ass. The manual states the torque specs for our drain plug are only 7.5 Newton meters. That's only 4 foot-pounds of torque, which ain't much force at all, y'all. So to avoid the miseries associated with over-tightening, I like to just choke up on a tiny ratchet to just get it good and snug. Over-tightening could strip the head out of this tiny 3/16 Allen plug, or worse, strip the threads in the case of the diff forever. And with our drain plug reinstalled, we can begin adding 500 milliliters of our 75W90 synthetic gear oil. And of course, the manual recommends the $30 bottle of BRP's XPS 75W90 synthetic gear oil, part number 293600043. But I don't mind saving a couple bucks on Mobil 1 75W90 full synthetic gear lube, as it's an API GL5 gear oil approved for these differentials, is much more affordable, and Mobil 1 is a brand I know and trust. Couple cool features about this front differential, especially compared to the rear one. We can add it directly from the bottle, and it's easy to add the correct amount, because just like the gearbox on this machine, you just fill it up until it spills out of the fill hole, which makes checking for the correct fluid level in the front diff and the gearbox on these machines before a long ride really easy to do. However, it's a little more involved for checking the fluid level on the rear diff, so be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of the step-by-step Can-Am ATV maintenance videos in this series that I believe you're going to find real helpful as well. So with our oil filled to the correct level at the bottom of the fill plug hole, we can clean up our fill plug and carefully reinstall it without dropping it in our oil bucket or in the dirt. Oh, you don't want to do that. Fuck! BRP's book suggests we replace the sealing ring on that fill plug every oil change. But I'm cheap and 2 hours from a dealer, so I typically just reuse it. So torque specs for the 6mm Allen fill plug are 22.5 newton meters or 17 foot-pounds of torque. Or in this case, just nice and tight, but not too tight. Also important to spray off the area around the plugs and take her out for a quick rip, checking for leaks and verifying that the oil level is still at the correct level after a ride or two. So I really hope y'all found some Diff information helpful. And if you did, do me a quick favor and give the video a thumbs up. And of course, as always, if it wasn't helpful or if I missed anything or you have any thoughts or suggestions on how I can improve these videos or really any comments on the front oil change topic in general, please leave a comment in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to welcome you if you're new to the channel. I'm Danny with Escape Power Sports. I really want to thank y'all for watching. And as always, we'll see y'all on the trails.